Hey, YouTube world. And on this Friday morning, it is such a gloomy one out there in my world, St. Louis, Missouri. It is raining and very cloudy. I'm looking out there, it looks like it's about, I would say maybe 5 o'clock in the evening. But anyway, if you're in the immediate area and you have to go somewhere, try to keep warm, try to keep safe. Be careful driving out there in this crap. Anyway, I want to start this one out like I normally do. A quick reminder of where you can find me and the different things I'm doing. Again, I want to do a quick reminder of my YouTube channel. I'm sorry, not the YouTube channel. This is the YouTube channel. The Instagram. Guys, I have been there for a minute, but still trying to figure out how to navigate it. And so I am learning how to do a little bit longer videos over there. So as far as arts and crafts are going, I do have an arts and craft channel, as well as I am leaking that over into my Instagram. And I'm throwing videos out there. So just keep in mind, look me up on Instagram. I am Puppy Shark Z over there. Over here, I'm Hush Puppy Z. Over there, I'm Puppy Shark. So if you can't make that out, it says Puppy Shark Z. And that's on Instagram. And you'll know me as soon as you see me. Anyway, today's subject line, I want to talk about something a little more serious than I normally do. I want to talk about abuse today. Abuse in relationships. Because it is a subject that's going on out there in the world, and because I do have children that are about to enter into relationships, as well as I have anyone that's keeping up knows I have adult children that are in relationships or married or getting married or whatever. And so this is, again, I'm not a professional. I'm just giving you my opinion. Anything you see on this channel is not based on anything other than my opinion and, my experience in life. I don't claim to be a professional. I don't claim anything. So I just want to throw that out there. Anything you want to know, research it. I base my information on the facts that I find, but, I'm not trying to be sued, and there's jackasses out there that will sue you for anything, and I can tell you, I'm just the average American family. So if you sue me, you'll just be practicing, because I'm not sitting around with thousands of dollars in the bank waiting for you to come claim. But anyway, I want to talk about abuse today because I want you to know it doesn't get any better. If it starts out, it's not going to get any better. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't, and I'm going to say this in a gender specific. I'm going to say he and she, as far as he abuses and she's the victim. And now, don't get me wrong. I know she can be the abuser and he can be the victim. And that does happen. It does happen. And I don't want to undermine that. And I don't want to give the impression that it doesn't happen. And I know it does, but I'm not going to waste time going he, she, he/she. I'm not going to do it. So if you are a male and you're in a situation where you're being abused, there are all kind of resources all over the internet. And since you're here anyway, check them out. Most guys don't report because of the shame and the embarrassment. I would not for 1 minute hesitate, especially if you have children. Especially if you have children, because you know what? Don't subject your children, guys, to being abused because you're ashamed. Swallow your pride, get help, and take care, step up, and be that shield for your children. But anyway, I want to get back to a general conversation. Okay. When an abuser says, "I'm sorry," they don't mean they're sorry that they abused you. They mean that, "I'm sorry it's going to happen again." When he comes to you and says, "I'm sorry," basically he means, "I'm sorry it's going to happen again." Now, if you're dating someone and they are name calling, they are demeaning, they are physically hurting you, they're controlling, that's not love. That's not love. That's chaos. That's chaos, and it's uncertainty, it's fear, and it's not stability. It's not stability. And look, he may have beaten you down. He may have stolen your confidence. He may tell you that nobody else is going to deal with you. That's not true. That's not true. It's absolutely not true. He's telling you anything he can because he's so afraid he's going to lose you. He's got exactly what he wants. He's got exactly what he wants. He's got another human being that he can control. And he's going to do that and hold on to that by any means necessary. He may make all kinds of promises. And it's good. When it's good, it's good. But every now and then, he's going to remind you that you belong to him. You're his property. And if you have children for him, he's going to teach those children to do exactly what he does. If you have a son, he's going to teach your son to be an abuser. And if you have a daughter, he's going to teach your daughter that she's worthless and she deserves to be abused, and that she deserves to be treated like shit, and that she deserves to not have a voice, and that she deserves not to feel, and that she deserves to be controlled, because that's what he's telling you. And hopefully you don't believe it. There are so many resources out there that you and your children can get away from this guy and have the ultimate freedom, the ultimate peace, the ultimate relaxation of your mind. You do not deserve to be abused. I don't care what you did. I don't care what you did in your past. And I don't care, what you've done, who you've hurt. We've all done stupid shit in our lifetimes. You don't deserve to be abused for the rest of your life. And your children surely don't. And there are so many resources out there that can help you transition and get you on your feet and your children on your feet, and get you away from that, because you and your kids both deserve to be with a man who's gonna treat you like the queen you are, and never raise their hand to you, never threaten you, never make you feel threatened, and never demean you. You want to be with someone who's going to uplift you, because you're in a relationship and you want to uphold them and you want them to uphold you. And you want to come together and be you want to come together and have that spark, have that love, have that passion. When you go away, I don't want to be like, oh, thank God. Yeah, thank God I couldn't stand another minute. I just need some time to myself. And when they come back, everybody's like, oh God, they're coming. That's just, what kind of life is that? What kind of life? I want to be with someone who I can totally just praise. I mean, not like God worship, but someone I can praise for taking care of me. Someone I can be proud of for taking care of their family. And let me tell you, I'm married going on 16 years. And at this point in my marriage, I am overjoyed. I'm ecstatic. I'm so in love with my husband that I can't wait to find new ways and things to make him happy. And, I can't wait to just anything and everything that I can do to make his life easier and to make his life a little more enjoyable. And whatever I can do, if it's washing his clothes, if it's getting him a cup of coffee, and no, I'm not his slave. I'm not his beck and call girl, but he does it for me. He works 2 jobs. On the weekend, he goes from working an 8-hour shift at one job to working a 12-hour shift on the next job. And he does this 3 days in a row. And then he goes, 8 hours a day, 4 days a week, 24 hours a day, 3 days a week. So, it's just, and he pays my bills, he pays my Wi-Fi, and pretty much anything I look at and go, ooh, I like that, ooh, I want that, he'll break his neck to get it. And, the love and security and safety that I feel from this man, it just can't be replaced by anything else. I know if I'm hurting, I know if I'm scared, I know if I'm insecure about something, he is my safety. I know he is my safety. I know he will never put me down. I know he will never hurt me on purpose. Now, there's times, we all do it. We all jokingly say something stupid and it catches the other person wrong and it hurts their feelings. Okay. I've done it to him. He's done it to me. We apologize. But the thing is I'm never going to purposely sit back and demean him, and nor will he do it to me. And so, if you girls, if you've got children that are witnessing this, I can guarantee you they will be victims too. You have to step up and be the shield between you and your kids. I can't tell you just to pack your shit and go, because I don't know what kind of situation you're in. You could be in a very life-threatening situation, and it would be stupid of me to sit here and tell you to just pack your shit and go. Here's what I can tell you. Keep your situation calm as you can. Every time you get a chance, sneak away money, hide a little bit here, not enough for him to notice. Take a couple dollars here, take a $5 there, and hide it wherever you can. Take a pair of clothes, take a pair of pants, hide it somewhere. Take clothes for your kids. important documents, birth certificates, social security cards, if you have passports for the kids and yourself, shot records for the kids, even if you can't get clothes, even if you can't get access to money, you definitely want to try your best to have the shot records for the kids, birth certificates for the kids, passports if you've got them. If not, it's not a big deal. An ID for you, maybe a copy of your marriage license if you are married. Important documents. That way, when you get to the shelter, they can have these things. Any medical history that you might have, if you have a copy of some medical records laying around, grab those. If not, it's not a big deal. But again, I want to emphasize your most important paperwork will be the birth certificates, social security cards, and a copy of the marriage license for the kid. Or, I'm sorry, the marriage license for you. The birth certificate, social security cards, definitely for the kids. Because when you get to the shelter, what they're going to do is they're going to immediately suggest that you try to get on some kind of government assistance. Because you can't count anymore on his income. So you're going to need the birth certificates and the social security cards for the kids to go apply for food stamps. You're also, if you don't have, if you can get clothes from your house, that's fine. If you can't, that's fine too. Most shelters will help you get clothes. They will give you vouchers to go to different, like Salvation Army or Goodwill, to get clothes for you and the kids, coats, whatever you need. I'm even willing to help. If you're in the St. Louis area, give me a comment down below. And if you're in need of clothes, if you're in need of a winter coat for the kids, gloves for the kids, hat for the kids, I will help you out as best as I can. Seriously, I'm not bullshitting. If you're in the St. Louis area, and here's what I'll do. If I don't need to know your name, don't need to know anything personal, don't need to know what shelter you're at. Here's what I will do. If you're in the St. Louis area, give me a comment below, and what I can do is I can meet you at my local police station parking lot. We're not going to involve the cops, but what we'll do is we'll meet in their parking lot, and I can let me know how many kids you have, and I can get winter hats and gloves for them, and possibly a coat or two. I don't have a whole lot of money, but what I can do is I can get hats and gloves from the dollar store, so that's not a problem. I can get winter hats, I can get gloves for up to 3 to 4 children. I have a grandson who's outgrown his coat, and he's 10, so I have his old coat, which is still in great shape. And then I have a couple of coats that might fit teenage boys that, 13, 14. But we'll figure it out if you need something that I can help with. You want to scout out in your area the shelters that you can go to and make sure that they have space available. And when you get ready to leave, you want to leave absolutely not a clue as to where you went with or around the house or with anyone, because you don't want them to tell him. You want to be safe. Just let your friends and family know, and if you have a job, let them know, that you have to do what you have to do. And you may even have to quit a job that you have in order for him to not go there and try to find you. And, you know, you just want to be safe. You want to get out. You want to do what you can to keep you and your kids safe, because in the end, you don't deserve it. You just don't deserve it. And your kids deserve to grow up in in a space that's not filled with hate, not filled with anger, not filled with shame, not filled with guilt, not filled with disappointment. Your kids deserve to grow up feeling like they were protected by mama or daddy, whoever the abuser isn't. They need to be protected. They deserve that. You deserve that. So it's just something to think on, because I can tell you that if he's verbally abusive, okay, if you're dating, let's say you're dating, and he's verbally abusive, just because you add a kid to it, he's not going to stop. You can add another kid, he's not going to stop. You can get married. Well, that's just going to get worse, because now you really belong to him. And not only do you belong to him, but you knew he was abusive before you had the kids. And you went on and had kids. And then you knew he was abusive and controlling and belittling. And now you've married him. So now you've really solidified in his mind that this is really okay. You know, this is, now I own her and the kids. And now it's going to get worse. You don't have to take my word for it. If you're willing to risk it to find out, that's what you do. All I can say is, you know, over the years, I've had rough patches with my girls, good and bad. And I can honestly say that there's not anything that my girls have done, and I do mean there's nothing that they have done in their past, in their childhood, that would warrant them being mistreated by a boyfriend or a spouse for the rest of their life. They don't deserve that, and neither do their children. So with that, again, I hope that if you're in that situation, that you will definitely take the time to look up some resources, because you're online anyway. I mean, if you're seeing this, you're online. So take the time to look up some battered women's shelters, find some resources. They're out there for children and for women, and they're out there for men as well, men that are abused, and you and your children. So to make sure you leave safely, make sure you know, when you leave, you're prepared to leave. They will tell you better than I can what documents you need and how to exit safely, because you definitely want to have a safe exit plan for you as well as your children. So, like I said again, don't just watch this video and go, oh, she's right, and get fucked, because you don't want to do it that way. You want to be careful. You want to be safe, especially if you have children, and especially if your life has been threatened, you know. And even if he's just, oh, I'll kill you, if he said it or implied it and he's abusive, don't take that lightly. It could be a foretell of what's to come. Okay, I'm going to wrap this one up. Don't forget, I'm out there. Look me up, Puppy Shark Z, the Puppy Shark Z on Instagram, Crafting with Six on Facebook, and you all know me, Hush Puppy Z, here on YouTube. Crafting with Six on Facebook. I am there. Come on over and join. I'm also Crafting with Six on YouTube as well. I have another, this is one of two channels that I have, and I do have a channel, another channel where I do arts and crafts stuff. Here's a project I'm going to be working on today, and this is going to be, I'm making, if you can see that, I'm making yarn necklaces. So, and I kind of just personalize them with a picture. And that's what I'm going to be working on today. So, you know, feel free to look me up on my Facebook channel. Or I'm sorry, my Facebook group is Crafting with Six. And my YouTube channel, my alternate ego is Crafting with Six on YouTube. So feel free to find me there. Feel free to find me on Instagram, Puppy Shark Z. Yep, Puppy Shark Z on Instagram. So feel free to look me up, guys. And look, I'm going to say this because for whatever reason, some people don't seem to get it. I don't private chat. Don't private chat. I do not inbox. I do not Insta call. I don't Facebook call. I don't video chat. I don't private chat. I'm not looking for stranger love. I'm not looking for a boyfriend. I'm not looking for a second husband. I'm not looking for a brother husband. Whatever the hell. And if you're trying to scam me, I ain't sending you no money, so you'll just be practicing. You're wasting your time. Jog on. But anyway, guys, it is Friday the 10th in my world, and it is 11:12. So on this gloomy day, try to be safe out there if you're going somewhere. Again, I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, and we're supposed to get rain, snow. Yay. So, you know, be careful out there and take care of each other. And again, if you're in a situation I was talking about, please look up the resources and don't just, you know, try to make a bolt for the door, because that could end up really, really bad for you, the kids, and whoever else might be involved. You want to have a safe exit plan and definitely have a secure place to go. And going to family is not a safe place to go, because that's the first place he's going to look for you, is with your family. So again, look up those resources, have them explain to you what you need to do and the paperwork you need to take with you, and make a safe and secure exit plan.